What if the secret to getting your life back isn't about adding more, but about becoming ruthless with what you remove? Today, we explore the most undervalued skill in modern life, the power of saying no. The great waste Seneca poses a haunting question. How many have laid waste to your life when you weren't aware of what you were losing? How much was wasted in pointless grief, foolish joy, greedy desire, and social amusements? How little of your own was left to you? You will realize you are dying before your time. This hits like a cold slap of reality. Think about yesterday. How much of it was actually yours? How much was consumed by other people's demands, meaningless distractions, or emotions that served no purpose? We're dying before our time, not because of disease or accident, but because we're giving our life force away in tiny, unconscious doses. A pointless meeting here, mindless scrolling there, getting caught up in drama that won't matter next week. Seneca understood that most people live as if they have unlimited time, unconsciously hemorrhaging their most precious resource on things that don't matter. The hardest skill. One of the hardest things to do in life is to say no to invitations, to requests, to obligations, to the stuff that everyone else is doing. This sounds simple, but it's actually revolutionary. In our culture, saying yes is seen as positive, accommodating, successful. Saying no is often viewed as negative, selfish, or antisocial. But here's what they don't tell you. Even harder is saying no to certain time-consuming emotions: anger, excitement, distraction, obsession, lust. None of these impulses feels like a big deal by itself, but run amok, they become a commitment like anything else. Your emotions aren't just feelings, they're time commitments. When you allow yourself to get angry about politics, you're not just feeling angry for 5 minutes. You're committing hours, sometimes days, to that emotional state. When you get obsessed with someone's social media, you're not just looking for a few minutes. You're entering into a commitment that will consume mental energy for hours. The overwhelming truth. If you're not careful, these are precisely the impositions that will overwhelm and consume your life. Think about what's overwhelming you right now. Is it actually the big, important things? Or is it 1,000 small impositions that you never consciously agreed to? The group chat that never stops buzzing, the social obligations you don't enjoy but feel guilty declining, the news cycle that keeps you angry but powerless, the comparisons that social media feeds directly into your brain. Do you ever wonder how you can get some of your time back? How you can feel less busy? Start by learning the power of no, as in no, thank you, and no, I'm not going to get caught up in that, and no, I just can't right now. This isn't about being rude or antisocial. It's about being strategic with your life force. The price of protection. It may hurt some feelings. It may turn people off. It may take some hard work. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Protecting your time and energy will disappoint some people. They've grown accustomed to having access to you whenever they want. When you start setting boundaries, there will be pushback. Some people will call you selfish. Others will guilt trip you. A few might even get angry. This is the price of reclaiming your life. But here's what happens when you pay that price. The more you say no to the things that don't matter, the more you can say yes to the things that do. This will let you live and enjoy your life, the life that you want. Every no to something meaningless is a yes to something meaningful. Every boundary you set create space for what actually matters to you. Your life, your choice. The fundamental question is simple. Do you want to live your life? Or do you want your life to be lived by 1,000 small impositions from other people? Because that's what's happening when you can't say no. You're not being generous. You're being unconscious. You're not being successful. You're being scattered. Start today. Pick one thing you've been tolerating that doesn't serve you. One obligation, one emotional pattern, one distraction, and practice the most important word in your vocabulary. No. Your time back. Remember Seneca's warning. You're dying before your time when you give your life away unconsciously. Be ruthless to the things that don't matter. Be protective of the things that do. If this made you think, I share timeless wisdom like this every week. Subscribe and keep walking the disciplined path toward clarity, purpose, and inner strength.